Logan, obviously the last outing wasn't ideal. What did you do this week in terms of leading up to this? I mean, I know you put in your work and you have your routine. Did you do anything different? Did you assess anything different, or what did you have in mind when you wanted to get ready for this start?
Nothing crazy. I think just getting back to what makes me successful, what feels good, working more like north-south mindset, over top, out front, all that kind of stuff. And really just getting ahead. We say it all the time, but last week I was really bad at first pitch strikes. Today I was really good at first pitch strikes. So that kind of stuff's really simple, but completely changes the game.
Did the getting on top, because Cal talked about it being on top of the ball more, did that affect your slider? Because it looked like a different pitch compared to the last couple of outings.
Yeah, I think so. And it felt like everything, like tighter groupings, everything was kind of in good spots, less sporadic. So, it's only one day. I don't want to go crazy about it, but I think we're on the right track. So hopefully there's more of that in the future.
That said, just given that it is only one day, but given everything you've kind of been through to this point, how special was it to go out there and set a new career high in strikeouts?
Yeah, it was a ton of fun. Like you said after last week too, it was super frustrating. The whole road trip really, and getting back here playing good ball. I haven't really felt like I've been completely clicked at any point in the season, so it's like it's been fine, but I have really high standards, so I've been frustrated at times throughout the year. So honestly, I feel like just answered prayers this past week, working through all that kind of stuff, and then trying to just go out there and have fun today. And Cal did a great job behind the plate, and obviously what he did at the plate too. It's really fun to watch. It's history in the making, and we get a front row seat. It's pretty cool.
Make it special because you're pitching in the game he set the record.
Yeah, I give him a hard time that he just loves the spotlight. So
yeah, take it from you. He steals the spotlight from you.
It is cool. I'm always in the tunnel during the everything when we hit, and his third at bat, I came out just to watch, and I never do that. But he set the record. He hit 2 home runs, and I'm like, he's gonna hit another one. I know it. So
and he struck out, so he probably to go back to the tunnel now, or what?
So that's on me. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have said that, but that just says a lot about what he's doing at the plate. It's like must-watch TV when he's just having a normal at bat. It's crazy.
You see this coming? 2018, you guys first met and started playing together single A?
No. What he's doing right now, I always thought he'd be a really good player. I've seen him get hot before for a month at a time or whatever in high A, and I thought that was another level, and then he's doing this for the whole year. It's like I've never seen anything like it.
Your first 4 strikeouts were evenly split between slider and fastball, and then 7 of your last 9 were with the splitter. Was that kind of deliberate between you and Cal establishing the slider early before going to the splitter more for the other way pitches?
Yeah, I always like splitter and feel good with that, going for strikeouts, and I think Cal really liked the fastball early on, kind of the way I was working over the top through the zone, and then the slider seemed like it was getting a good spots under the zone. So I feel like Cal really liked. That's kind of the game plan. What makes me successful at first, and then once the splitter started feeling good, I think we both kind of saw that we wanted to just keep rolling with that.
Logan, you've known Cal longer than anybody probably in that clubhouse. He doesn't seem to have changed. He's still kind of a smart ass to you all the time. Have you seen anything different about him as he's stealing the spotlight from you and all this stuff?
Set me up. I could say all kinds of things.
Yeah, I know. On the record, though. Yeah.
No, honestly, no. He's the type of player and person that, like, this is who you want it to happen to, that kind of stuff. Works harder than anybody, gets banged up more than anybody. You saw I gave him a couple today on some of those 0-2 pitches, and he doesn't say a word. He's just great player, great person. It's the kind of guy that it's really easy to root for him.
As we get closer to September, you guys get 2 or 3 coming off the trip. How special is the feeling about the spot that you guys are in right now?
Oh, it's great. It's all right in front of us. I think if we play like we can, like you saw today, we got a really good shot. Especially at home, I feel like it's tough for teams to come in here and beat us, and we got a big series coming up with the Padres after this. So this is when it's really fun baseball.
Has it felt like that since you guys have started to go on this run that the crowds have kind of come with you? Because, last homestand, it was sellouts with Ichiro weekend, but then it seems like the crowds just stayed large this series.
Yeah, I think we feed off them and they feed off us. And, I mean, it's Seattle baseball. People know for how long they've been waiting for a deep postseason run. So anytime we get to this spot, past few years, anytime we're close, they show up and go crazy. And I think they know the potential we have this year. It doesn't mean we're guaranteed anything, but I think fans are ready and we're ready. So September is going to be really fun.
All right.
Do you
Thanks,
think
Logan.
projecting Cal to your ukulele playing is what is powering you?
It started all of this.
We had a chance to see all-time history today, which is really cool. 49 homers in a season for a catcher, unbelievable. I think as much as I want to talk about the homers, I think I want to talk about his blocking today more. What a great job he did, and when you think about Logan and setting a career high in strikeouts, the confidence he had in the split, and Cal being able to stop it was it's all goes hand in hand. And so when you talk about Cal Raleigh, you talk about a lot of home runs, but he does the job behind the plate and he does it very well. And that's not taking anything away from Logan. I thought Logan pitched an unbelievable ball game today, and that was an incredible bounce back for him. And threw the ball well. He had everything going. Really good fastball, good split, good slider, and he attacked the zone. And that's what Logan does so well, and that's what he did today. And the two of those guys together were pretty dynamic back there, or out there. And the two home runs, getting us an early lead, awesome. And offensively, we did a lot of incredible things. Loaded the bases, driving them in, using the whole field, getting big hits up and down the lineup. Some really good at bats, everywhere in the lineup. You can't look at a guy in that lineup and not point to a really strong at bat. And it was just a great afternoon, a great way to end that series and win that series, and get ready for San Diego coming in.
Dan, how special was it for each of those guys to have a banner day, given that they came up together, they were drafted together, they're good friends, just the bond that they have to do that today?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a tip of the cap to a lot of folks, and it's number one, it's those two guys, all the work they've put in and what they've done in this game up until this point, the organization for believing in them and getting them to this point. All the folks that have poured into them, and both those guys have just really done an outstanding job, and setting a career high with 13 Ks. I think that's a great effort today, and I think the two of them together, like we've said, work well together. They push each other, and today was just for both of them was a highlight.
For Cal to not only get the record and get it at home, but to just do it early in the game too, especially the way things have been going, just how much momentum did that build?
Yeah, I mean, my only regret is he didn't stay out in front of the dugout a little bit longer and enjoy it. What an incredible feat. I mean, I don't know how you can, even fathom how big that is when you look at some of the people he's passed and just what the magnitude of that record is. Just a huge congratulations to Cal. And, I think it gave us a lot of lift. But like I said, that was, second or third inning, and we had a long way to go. And Cal had a lot of pitches to block. And what an incredible job he did behind the plate as well.
Yeah, and there's still a month and a half left of the season. He's done this 49 homers, and he's still got a lot of baseball left. I mean, it's astounding on a full season level, but at 130 games, it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and we've talked about it. It's been pretty consistent all the way along, and here we are 5 months in, and we're almost to 50, and that's kind of what he's done. He's just kind of done 10 every month. That's to me is remarkable that he's been that consistent with it, and just continues to amaze with the bat, and continues to amaze behind the plate. The way he's thrown the ball this year, the way he's called games. Again, like I said, the blocking he's done, he's been able to perform. I mean, it's just been all around, and just an outstanding effort today.
Yeah, he had Logan had 18 of 22 first
Yeah.
pitch strikes. He never had a 2-ball count or 2-0 count today. 2 3-ball counts. I mean, do you take that and just show it to your young guys? That's everything you kind of embody, isn't it? As a
Yeah, and I think when you consider his last start, and and this being a rebound and a back, a bounce back kind of a start for him, that's awesome. And that was, Logan was on a mission today, I think, to attack the zone and be in the zone. And it's not just enough to be in the zone; it's quality pitches in the zone. And I think that's what he accomplished today was, just incredible execution.
Cal said he was afraid he might look dumb when he went out to tip his cap during the curtain call. Just, he didn't know what to expect from the crowd. Obviously, that was never going to happen. They love him. But what do you think that says about his humility?
That says everything. I think that says everything. I think those moments are probably very uncomfortable for him. But, I think it was, incredibly warranted in that moment. But I think it speaks volumes to the kind of player he is, the kind of person he is. I think he's done this whole thing, this whole season, what he's accomplished, all the things he's done, and it's all been with a ton of humility. And, that says so much.
And how special is it for you to have a front row seat to all of this, given your long-term relationship with it, the respect you have for him, even going back to his days as a prospect, and the fact that you know this organization, you know that position, you know what this takes?
Yeah, I mean, it does add to it for sure. I mean, I think, just seeing him come through and start from where he started and, come this far and keep going. I mean, that's, he just, you think he's achieved what he's going to achieve, and then he keeps going. I think, all of it is really from a desire to win, and that's the thing that's the most impressive. And he's doing a great job of leading that charge in the clubhouse, and he wants to win, and that's where we're headed.
Considering his value in the scope of what he's doing this season, how comparable is this to some of the all-time rates that you've seen previously in your career in this game?
Well, I mean, I think we're seeing that he's starting to set a bar that's equal to nobody else that's done this, and that's the newsworthy part of this thing is, it's getting to a point where you can't compare him to anybody, and he just keeps pushing that bar higher. We've got plenty of season left, and I'm sure it's going to get pushed even higher. And again, it's all because of a desire to win and be the best player and the best teammate he can be. And that just, again, speaks to the humility that he has.
It doesn't seem like he's ever going to lose that. Like, whether or not he gets comfortable in the spotlight, the person he is, that humility you talk about, it doesn't seem like that's going away anytime soon.
No. I mean, that's what drives him. I think, I do think there's an element of being behind the plate that gets you in that spot. There's always, you've always got a job to do back there. But he's just that kind of person. And, I think it's been a big driver for him. I think it's helped him stay grounded through it all. And he just continues to do it. And it's a credit to his, mindset where he is mentally. And, he just keeps rolling.
Maybe lost in the shuffle of Logan and Cal's days where Victor, 10-game hit streak going back to before he got hurt, had that bases loaded single. Just how impressed have you been the fact that he's been able to just slot back in a new lineup than when he got hurt and just continue to do what he's done since he's been here?
Yeah, like we said, getting him back on so many levels is big, and the energy he brings. A big hit today. He had a hit last night, and just coming back and making those contributions quickly is tough to do. Especially since he's missed as much time as he missed. But that's Vic, and he has been a dynamic player for us, and continues to be, and I love it, and he keeps us going.
And we got to see a little bit of Cole Young at shortstop. Asked earlier about what the backup there is going to be. What did you think?
I mean, he made some really nice plays. He looked pretty comfortable there, and it was good to be able to get him out there today. And number one, give JP a little bit of a blow, but get Cole a couple reps over there, and he's played there before, and it was apparent that he was comfortable, and I think made a couple nice plays.
Thanks, Dan. Thanks. Cal, just how special was the curtain call component of it, being able to go out there and tip your hat?
It was really cool. I didn't know that'd be a thing. They were kind of pushing me out there, and I was like, I don't want to look dumb if I go out there, but it was really cool to see everybody up on their feet, and special moment. So I'll definitely remember that.
How important was it? How cool was it to be able to do it at home? I mean, the record's the record, but to do it at home, great crowd, get the standing ovation. How much better was it?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. I mean, obviously, our fans are amazing, and to do it here, obviously, do it anywhere would be really special, but to do it here in front of the fans and to give them that and see the appreciation was a really cool moment, on top of, obviously, a really good game.
And then just to do it early in the game, first 2 innings there, just where you guys have been the last week or so. How important was that to kind of not only get the records over with, but just to kind of get the team and give the team a lift like that?
Yeah, I mean, it was huge. You know, we did a good job from the get-go. Good game plan today against the guy. He's been pretty good since he's been up. So, you know, I thought we did good job, you know, taking our hits today. And obviously I connected with two, but, you know, Randy getting the party started there, and obviously other guys, you know, coming up big as well. So.
It sounds like the record is important, but like you guys needed to win after last night.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, come back overall, you know, win a series obviously is huge. You know, like I said, not the best road trip, but you know, we turned the page and, you know, really saw a really good game from Logan. So he was unbelievable today. You know, kind of shows his character coming back after a tough outing. You know, kind of test your will as a pitcher, as a baseball player in general. So, you know, it's a testament to him, and he was really, really good today.
You mentioned the fan support, just asking about hear the MVP chants. Was that as loud as you've heard them here all year? You've heard them for a few months, but felt maybe a little bit different today in that regard?
I honestly I didn't even hear them. I was just so, you know, kind of like adrenaline was pumping with what happened, and being with everybody on their feet and cheering. I didn't even notice. I just was a really cool moment to go out there and tip the cap, and you know, it's not something you get to do every day. So.
Did you hear the chants though after you struck out? I mean, you don't get that every day.
I did not. What was that?
They're still chanting MVP.
Oh, really?
Cal,
Usually it's something else.
Cal, given the scope of your production this season, today was game 128. How are you feeling physically at this time of year, and how you're also addressing possible challenges?
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody can tell you in there they're probably a little tired. I mean, that's just how it is. It's part of the season. You know, bodies weren't meant to go through a full 162 like this. So, but I feel good. I feel strong. I've been, you know, keeping my routine pretty much the same all year, and that's, you know, been a big component to, you know, staying healthy and not, you know, hitting little bumps in the road. So, you know, trying to stay consistent with that, and like I've mentioned before, you know, getting in the training room, getting in the weight room, making sure I'm staying strong and, you know, not kind of plateauing or dipping down too much. So.
Is that as good as you've seen Logan this season? I mean, he had 18 first pitch strikes and 22 batters. Yeah. And he didn't have a 2-0 count the entire day. I'm sure that makes you happy too.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty good. You know, like I said, it's been a tough year for him, and just in general, just, you know, having to fight an injury like that to come back, that's not easy. And try to find that feel, and you know, trying to find it in the big leagues is really tough. So it's been a tough year for him, but, you know, he's been really good. He's been able to put together quality starts, even, you know, through injury, through not having his best stuff at times. And yeah, today I'd say was the most consistent and the best stuff I've seen him have all year for sure. And obviously the strikeouts were huge, but like you said, he was getting ahead of batters. He, you know, walked one or two maybe, but, you know, he's pretty much in driver's seat all day.
Your
What
teammates
did
were
he find with the slider this week?
It just looked like to me he was doing a really good job of getting on top of his pitches today, working that downhill angle. You know, nothing was flattening out today. Nothing was kind of, you know, the fastball had good life on it, had good carry, was staying true. The slider had good bite to it, straight down, not side to side, and not kind of, you know, leaking like it has been the past couple outings. So they threw some good curveballs too. He left a few up. Wasn't all there today, and then obviously the split was pretty wipeout per usual though. So
your teammates were pretty stoked for you. Obviously, is there one thing that they said or did, or the gesture someone made?
No, everybody was just, you know, very happy, giving me hugs, and, you know, it was pretty cool that they were doing that. So you know, they've been great all year. You know, been very supportive. It's been a good group overall, and you know, very, very happy to do that with them. And
I'm glad they, that I got to share it with them. So.
You know you've been having a pretty special season for a while, ticked off a few records here along the way. What's it kind of been like for you to process those as it's been going along, knowing you're doing this and check mark and check mark and check mark, all these kind of pretty crazy things that you've done this season?
Yeah, I'd say the hardest part is, just trying to stay focused on the main goal, and that's winning baseball games and helping this team get to where we need to get to. Obviously, doing this stuff has been awesome and amazing, but at the same time, it's more focusing on, the other guys in that room, focusing on the pitchers, focusing on, the team goals rather than myself. And usually when I'm focused on that, good things happen, like I said, just not trying to focus on myself, not trying to, put too much pressure on myself, not trying to chase anything, not trying to hit any kind of certain milestone. So I think that's kind of been the biggest thing, just trying to keep those distractions away for sure.
Cal, you and Logan are really tight. Did you talk to him this week going into this? I mean, that's probably as frustrated as we've ever seen him coming out of that game. Like, did you talk to him throughout the week, or just kind of let him be and know that he's going to put in his work?
No, I mean, it's never a question if Logan's going to put in work. He always does. No one ever questions his work ethic. That's, second to none. So, we usually do talk after every outing typically. Usually try to talk to the starters, try to get on the same page. We talk to the pitching coaches. So, he made a good, I think he had a good bullpen this week, and, made some efforts to work on, the secondaries and getting them, attacking in the zone. And, he made an emphasis today in the meeting. He's like, we got to get ahead. I did a bad job of that last week. So it comes back to that for him. And obviously, like I said, with Shannon, she just did a great job of, he was really getting on top of his pitches today, and it looked easy and effortless today, and it wasn't too forced. So.
Knowing that you have that relationship with him, obviously he hit a personal milestone today, you hit a significant milestone as well. How special was it for that was the battery, the 2018 draftees to today?
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole thing's cool, just with where we're at and the fact that we're both, still doing it here, and we're, just continuing to, prove ourselves at this level. It's been a lot of fun, and obviously he's a great friend, great teammate as well, and to see him, doing stuff like that's really cool. And probably didn't think we'd be doing this when we were, roommates back in, low A, high A. So.
Did you get the baseballs, and what are you going to do with them?
I don't know. I think they gave me one in there. I got I can't even see it, so I'll probably give it to my dad or something. So.
You hear from Salvador at all?
I have not. So we still got one more game with him, or one more series. So I'll make sure to say something to him. So.
Thanks, Cal.
Thanks, Cal.